Hi everybody, I'm Susan Carruthers and welcome to AHSAA TV Weekly. Alabama high school students are back at school and high school spring sports are back in full swing. On today's show, we've got a great interview with Spring Garden girls basketball coach Ricky Austin, who notched the 700th win of his coaching career in late December. He also has a great story to tell us about being a Boston Marathon runner during the tragic bombing in 2013. We'll also talk with Prattville Christian wrestling coach Trent Staggs, who earned his 200th dual match coaching victory and has also guided Prattville Christian to the AHSAA Wrestling Dual Playoffs for the first time. And finally, David Holtzford has compiled his top highlights from all of the AHSAA fall sports to close the show, and I know you won't want to miss that. We'll be right back with all of this and much more on AHSAA TV Weekly.
Retirement planning, investment planning, education planning, ad valorem, blah, 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 blah. Financial planners love to show their version of a perfect retirement, but what about your perfect retirement? At AmFirst Financial, we'll get to know you first, so we can make a plan for the person you'll be years from now, and future you will be glad we planned ahead. So call AmFirst Financial today. You'll thank you later.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
We are excited to welcome to the program today Coach Ricky Austin from Spring Garden High School. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you. Glad to be on today.
Well, you obviously have a long history of success. You've won 6 state championships in girls basketball, but you just recently met a huge milestone with your 700th win. Tell us how that felt.
It felt good. Wasn't something that I was looking ahead, thinking it was going to happen. My wife actually recognized it. She's my assistant coach. And, you think about that 700 wins and, you start thinking about, wow, you're getting pretty old. You've put some years in, but just so many people attached to those 700 wins. I would love to take credit for every one of them, but, immediately it makes me start thinking about former players and managers and administration that I've had, how many people's just attached to those the opponents, the opposing coaches you've played. It just kind of takes you back, and it's really been a whirlwind during that 700, but there's a lot of people attached to those 700 besides just myself.
Well, you mentioned that your wife is your assistant coach, so I want to talk more about the family affair that is your basketball team and coaching staff. Your wife helps you coach. Your daughter is the starting point guard, and then I understand that you've got a son that also wants to be a coach. So tell me how all of that works together in order to contribute to your coaching success.
Well, that's just who we are. I mean, it's our family. It goes way beyond that. I've coached a lot of my nieces and nephews, and it really has been a family affair. Every Sunday at the dinner table, after church, the discussion's always sports related, and just been very blessed to have a family. You talk about everybody connected to that. Nobody's been more connected to those 700 wins than my immediate family, and they're a big part of this program, all of them. But my wife coached at Jacksonville State for 10 years, was the head coach there, and we started having children. And when my middle child come along, she decided that she would, like to step out of college and be more attached to the home. And so that was great for us, and it's been great for her. And we've had a lot of fun since. So she's been my assistant coach since 2004. And I use that term assistant very loosely. She's a head coach. I mean, she's a really great coach, great person, and blessed to have her. My daughter, she's been starting on our varsity since the 7th grade. She actually was a starter with our last state championship we won in 20. And so she's a sophomore now, and we're having a lot of fun. And, we have a lot of fun discussions at home about, basketball. And we're watching the national championship game after we get in from a game last night. And family sitting there, and we're talking football. So we are sports oriented, but basketball does take the top.
Well, that is awesome. Let's talk about your team this year. You guys have already experienced a lot of success, including you've already beaten the defending 3A state champion Prattville Christian, and I know you've got a game tonight. So tell me what makes this team special.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of things. It's hard to put one word to define this team. We were, I think, 30-2 last year and had 5 seniors. And so we really was real unsure about this team. And we had a great summer, and we started thinking, hey, this team could be pretty special, but we're still unsure of ourselves. But once we got started, the thing that this team kind of separates themselves from last year's team, we have a little bit more overall team speed. We have several players that can make plays. And we're young. We have one senior, and she's a good senior. She's got a lot of good leadership qualities about her, Kaylee Kirk, and she's coming back from an ACL injury 2 years ago. So she's still very hungry because she's still in recovery mode, kind of trying to get back to where she thinks she should have been if she hadn't got injured. So, but we have a lot of playmakers on this team, and and one of the, I guess, qualities of this team that is real fun for me to see is that they just have fun. They just practice every day, and they play so loose and together, and they really play hard for each other. It's not a one-person team. We all really share everything well, and they just get along really well. And that's rare these days in this time when there's a lot of selfishness out there. These kids are so unselfish, and it's just it's a lot of fun to watch. And that's last few years, I think players on this team were youngsters, and they watched the unselfishness and the togetherness of the teams in front of them. And so it's just kind of, they're all still connected to each other. It's kind of hard to define one word for this team, but right now, the word I can define for them is they're fun. A lot of fun.
Well, that sounds great. Great team dynamic, it sounds like. But I can't let you get away without asking you one more question about yourself. I understand that you have been a runner in the Boston Marathon. How many times have you done that? Tell me a little bit about the dedication it takes to reach that goal.
A lot, because I was a serious runner. I love to compete. And when my basketball days were over, I kind of started finding that running competitiveness, and just fell in love with the sport. And I still run, not like I used to. My kids kind of took over, come priority, but that Boston Marathon was the bucket list thing. I've run 10, 11 marathons, but only one Boston. Boston was the bucket list. And so I was there when the bomb went off, and I had been finished for an hour. Was already back at the hotel before we received news that the bomb had went off. So, it was a great experience for me. I didn't get to experience any of the drama that went on with the bomb. So the Boston Marathon, but was my last race. I hadn't pinned another runner bib number on since then, but it's not because of the bomb. It's just because I haven't had time to race with my kids taking center stage, and they were at that age where they needed more attention, where it takes all those hours. There's a loneliness of a runner that's there that you've got to thrive for. And, there's a lot of lonely times out there running, and that's the demand that it takes to do a marathon. So, put a lot of hours in. I used to run 80 to 100 miles a week. And I think that's kind of affected my coaching. Once I stepped back from running, you understand the grind. There's a lot of grind in coaching. So they kind of mesh together real well. Got a lot of coaches out there that are runners, and they all say the same thing. It teaches you the running teaches you how to handle the grind of coaching, and the grind of coaching, helps you get through the running.
Well, and speaking of running, I understand that you've got to run to practice and you've got a game tonight. So good luck tonight and with the rest of the season. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time to join us on the show this week.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me, and appreciate all y'all do for high school sports.
Retirement planning, investment planning, education planning, ad valorem, blah, 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 blah. Financial planners love to show their version of a perfect retirement, but what about your perfect retirement? At AmFirst Financial, we'll get to know you first, so we can make a plan for the person you'll be years from now, and future you will be glad we planned ahead. So call AmFirst Financial today. You'll thank you later.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
I need the King Boys.
Don't call two clowns in a tow truck when you're dreaming of them King Boys.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We are now excited to welcome to the program Prattville Christian wrestling coach Trent Staggs. Welcome, Coach Staggs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys having me.
Well, I understand that recently you have reached an incredible accomplishment, and that is that you have posted the 200th duels win of your coaching career. Coach, tell us a little bit about what an accomplishment like that feels like.
It was an outstanding feeling. It's whenever I started as a head coach years ago, I kind of had a number in my head of, what I wanted to accomplish. And that was one of those numbers. And, getting it while here at Prattville Christian Academy, in 11 years that I've been here, I was a head coach in Indiana for 3 years before I got here, so some of those wins came in Indiana, but 144 of those dual meet wins came here as the head coach at PCA.
Well, tell me a little bit about your background in the sport and then what ultimately brought you to Prattville Christian.
I grew up in southern Indiana in a little small farming community, and you know, wrestling was kind of one of those things that was a part of our community. And my dad got me involved whenever I was really little, and I stepped on a wrestling mat in the third grade and wrestled all the way through high school. And then after high school, did a stint in the service and um, as a hospital corpsman. And whenever I got out, my wife and I got married. And we eventually moved back to Indiana. And whenever we did, I had a gentleman approach me about starting a wrestling club for youth. So I actually started coaching as a youth club coach for years, and then went back and got my teaching degree and got into high school coaching. And it just kind of blossomed into, I've always had a passion and love for the sport.
You know, it seems like wrestling may be the fastest growing sport in the AHSAA. We keep hearing about the growth of wrestling in the state of Alabama. Since you've had experience in other states, tell us a little bit about how what we're experiencing here in Alabama in the sport of wrestling compares to maybe your experiences in some other states.
It's definitely getting better since I got here 11 years ago. And I was just looking for a change, to be real honest. My wife and I kind of always wanted our kids in a Christian school, so this opportunity opened up, and they took a chance on me. To be real honest, they didn't know me from Adam, and the growth of wrestling and the quality of wrestling in the 11 years that I've been here has been rapid and is a lot to grow a lot better. The quality of wrestling, the quality of kids, the ability of the kids, you can really see that people are really putting a lot of time and passion into growing the sport.
What are some things that you think wrestling teaches young people?
The first thing it teaches you is discipline. It's the only sport in high school that I really know of that you have to beat an inanimate object to be able to compete. You got to beat the scale. So you got to make your weight to be able to, compete in your weight class and stuff like that. And that discipline of, managing your weight, putting the work in, the practice and the pounding that your body takes for the ability to be able to compete at a high level is something that I just don't think you see in other sports. And I've coached football for years. I've coached baseball too. But to me, wrestling just teaches you so much about discipline and character and your ability to go through tough times and become and grow on the outside of it.
Your commitment to your high school athletes, both on and off the mat, has been talked about by your peers. Tell us a little bit about your commitment to these student athletes on and off the mat.
Whenever I came here 11 years ago, one of the things that I told the administration at PCA is that we were going to build a wrestling family. And I don't think they really understood exactly what I meant because they didn't have the sport here. I'm lucky enough to have been the only head coach here so far. And the culture that we've built where when you see our guys at school, that you usually see the most of them together. When you see our guys, at practice, they're laughing and having fun, but when it's time to get serious, they get serious and they look out for each other. And we have some of the most committed parents, the support they give us to our program. And I think it's really that family culture that we've developed. And, seeing kids that come into your program that have never done the sport and then, seeing them grow, win their first matches, seeing them progress, and in the 11 years of the 10 that we've had, the state tournament already, because we've not had it yet this year, is, we've had a state qualifier 9 out of 10 years. The only time we haven't had one was the first year of the program. And we've had some placers and stuff like that. So to see those kids grow and then go to tournaments and medal and, win championships and stuff like that, and the camaraderie that they have of fighting for a dual meet win, as a team and stuff like that. Just that that's what feeds me more than anything. That's the thing that I live for by coaching them. And those are kind of the lines that we live by, and we do it in a very godly based and faithful manner.
Well, Coach, I understand that you guys will be competing tonight, and good luck with that, and also the upcoming duels and the upcoming championships. We thank you for taking the time today to be with us on AHSAA TV.
Thank you. I appreciate the time.
And we'll be right back after this on AHSAA TV Weekly.
Retirement planning, investment planning, education planning, ad valorem, blah, 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 blah. Financial planners love to show their version of a perfect retirement, but what about your perfect retirement? At AmFirst Financial, we'll get to know you first, so we can make a plan for the person you'll be years from now, and future you will be glad we planned ahead. So call AmFirst Financial today. You'll thank you later.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
I need the king, boys.
Don't call two clowns in a tow truck when you're dreaming of them king boys.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Well, we all know how much Alabamians love high school fall sports, and to celebrate all of the victories of the 2022 fall season, AHSAA's David Holtzford has compiled the best of the best highlights from this past fall. All of these highlights were submitted by AHSAA member schools, their broadcast programs, and the AHSAA TV network's own WOTM TV. Let's get right into all the action.
Third down for the Rebels. Precarious forward throws to Townsend.
Outside to the near side of the field. Griffin goes in motion. White drops back, throws it to MJ over the middle. And he's going to get pressure and looks like he's going to break three off the right side. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 40. And he's got blocking ahead. One man to beat. Touchdown, Wildcats. Mikael Johnson.
Fox, that's just what
And number 10 with the carry, touchdown elbow.
Third and about 26 now. Ethan in shotgun, drops back, steps up into the pocket, releases and completes this one to Jamarcus Prince. Jamarcus with a nice move to the inside. He's down at the 30, but I don't think he went down on the ground. The officials say he's still on his feet, and it is a touchdown for the Patriots.
Yes, sir.
It is indeed.
Sir.
It's one of those plays where you roll over on top of the defender, and you manage to keep your feet up. Let's look at the replay here. Let's see, and no, his knees never touched the ground. However, though, if you look at that on the replay, it looked like as he was getting up, his defense holding here in the red zone. 22-yard line is where the ball will be spotted for the kick, which makes it a 32-yard field goal attempt by the kicker, Hunter Kirkland. Here's the snap, and it's a fake kick, and it's a pass to the kicker, and he's down the sidelines and into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. 13-0 with 5:23 remaining. Caught the Patriots off guard.
Well, great call by Saraland. I mean, why not? You scored easily on the first series you had the ball. Even if you don't get it, you've got Hillcrest backed up pretty far.
Jordan Dees by himself to the far right. Clint Smith.
It's a double pass. And Ryan's going to do it on his own. There we go, Ryan.
Ron Williams
yes,
into
sir.
the end zone.
That's how you do it.
Touchdown.
That's not how they called it, but
once the ball is tipped. That's okay. I did not see the tip. Thank you. That's good. Punt team is on. Here's the kick. Pressure doesn't get there. This is going to be taken in at the 47-yard line. The return man breaks free from a tackle. He's got room down the left-hand side. That's Riddick. He cuts it back to the middle of the field. He needs a block. He's going to take it to the house. There's no flags. Touchdown, Tigers!
Two receivers to the left, tight end Ty Yance is to the right. Cole Blaylock in the backfield. Sutton Snipes under center. Three-man rush. Toss sweep to Cole Blaylock around the left side. 45. Cuts it at the 40. To the 35. He could go. He's got one man to beat it to 20. To the 15. To the 10. He tiptoes the sidelines. And he goes in for the touchdown. Drop back and throw it deep down the field. And it's going to be intercepted. Great job by Charlie Jeffries with the return of the interception. He takes it out to the 41-yard line. And so Headland tries to throw a deep ball to Caleb Dozier, their main receiver, and it's going to fall incomplete, or it's going to be intercepted. And that is if I'm not mistaken, that is the 12th interception of the season for the Bulldogs, as Terry Curtis gets his 357th victory. And the Bulldogs take care of business here in the last 2.5 quarters. Put this one away, 56-13.
I'm going to give in the middle of the field and play the boundary with, they're going to go boundary 15 seconds, no timeouts.
Yeah.
Fairhope
calls
safety.
a timeout now. As we said, I'm going to say it again, 15.8 seconds to go in regulation. Now we're rooting for overtime.
Or an interception or a fumble return for a touchdown.
You never know. You never know, right?
Overtime would be
25-yard
standard.
line?
Yeah. Is it 25 in high school?
Yeah, I think you go for extra point the first time, and then after that it's two-point conversions.
All right, Spanish Fort with a single back formation. 4 wide.
They came back out. I'd have my safety kind of cheating over here a little bit further to the right. He's looking to go deep left, just like I called it. Intercepted.
Oh, stay on your feet and
he's got room to run.
Stay on your feet and go.
Stay on your feet and go. He's got room to run. He's got a lot of room.
Stay on your feet and go.
He's got the whole sideline.
Stay on your feet and go.
Score.
Hit the sideline.
He may score.
Go, baby.
He's got to score
go,
a touchdown.
baby.
He scores a touchdown with no time on the clock.
Oh, my God.
Bear Hope wins the ball game. Bear Hope wins the ball game. Bear Hope wins.
It's over.
Bear Hope wins.
Over. Wow!
A pick six.
That was a Stanford tall play. People on the field going crazy. Unbelievable.
A pick six to win the ball game. The Pirates win the ball game.
He's scored. Wow!
Retirement planning, investment planning, education planning, ad valorem, blah, 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 blah. Financial planners love to show their version of a perfect retirement, but what about your perfect retirement? At AmFirst Financial, we'll get to know you first, so we can make a plan for the person you'll be years from now, and future you will be glad we planned ahead. So call AmFirst Financial today. You'll thank you later.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Uncle Marcus, will you tell us the story about King Boys again?
Sure. Well, it all started back in 2008.
2008?
We didn't have all the fancy towing equipment we do now, but we did have a service and a desire to help our customers. You see, kids, you must train your mind and your body to be able to help the people you call customer. When they call on us, it's showtime. Understand me. King Boys' mission is to help when people are in need. So what's our motto, children?
King Boys forever!
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
The 22-23 championships begin in late October at the Birmingham Crossplex and Bill Harris Arena. Let's take a look at the highlights for each of these state champions. Addison High School captured its 14th volleyball state championship overall, beating Covenant Christian 3-0 in the finals. Coach Katie Woodard won her second straight title with the Bulldogs, with state tournament MVP Gracie Mainley managing 29 assists, 5 kills to win her 4th state championship. Donahue High School, coached by Anna Taylor, won the 1A title in 21 and the 2A title in 22, beating Calhoun County rival Pleasant Valley 3-1 in the finals. Lily Grace Draper led the Falcons with 22 kills and 34 digs to take home MVP honors. Donna, who totaled 68 kills as a team to win its 13th state championship overall. Prattville Christian, which has won the last 2 Class 3A state girls basketball championships, claimed its first state volleyball championship, beating Plainview 3-1 in the 3A finals. PCA led by tournament MVP Hannah Jones.
It's out and the Panthers win. Good serve. Good dig. Here's a chance. Who else? Yes, she did it. Hannah Jones with the kill. Look at this. Far. 24-10. This will help build a little confidence for the Knights. There you go. Off the left.
Montgomery Catholic lost to Trinity Presbyterian in the 3A finals in 21. This past season, both teams moved to 4A and met again. The state finals, with Catholic getting its revenge 3-1 over its Montgomery rivals. This match featured Sellers Dubberly coaching the Lady Knights and his wife Sarah Dubberly coaching the Wildcats. Sellers Dubberly got the 3-1 win this year. His wife got the title last year. Elise Rudolph earned MVP honors.
They lead by 8 points. Here's the serve. They got a chance. They'll set it up right side. Yes! Catholic wins it. 25-16. They're your state champions. Westminster Christian, the defending 5A state champions in game 1.
Westminster Christian won the 4A championship in 21. The move up to Class 5A didn't faze them, however, as the Wildcats beat Arab 3-0 to win the 22 state title. Senior Meg Paparella led Westminster to 19 kills, 9 digs, and Callie Tanalo added 13 kills and 5 digs in the final.
Good serve deep in the zone. Tinsley had that serve. Cross court it goes. Here's Westminster's chance. Here's for the kill, and they got it. Westminster. Here's the serve from Phillips. It hits the net, and it's over, and they win it. The Wildcats win game 3, 25-13, and you see the 5-3. Toros get it over. Great play. Allows to serve.
Bayside Academy continued its legendary championship run by posting a 3-2 victory over Spanish Fort in the Class 6A finals.
Point.
The state crown was the Lady Admirals' 21st in a row, extending Bayside's state and national record. It was also the 31st overall for Coach Ann Schilling's girls, another state and national record, which includes winning state titles in 6 different classifications. The MVP was Blakely Robbins for this team, and she was just one senior on the 22 team.
Good serve deep in the zone. Here's Robinson. Kept alive. Wow. That's the game. Admirals are your state champs. 21 years in a row.
McGill-Toolen Catholic High School won the 7A state crown with a 3-1 win over Bob Jones in the championship match. The Dirty Dozen of Coach Kate Wood were anchored by Julia Gallis, who had 25 digs and 5 assists. Anna Grace Sparks tallied 14 kills to take home MVP honors. The McGill-Toolen Dirty Dozen finished with a 51-8 record and take home their 22nd state volleyball title, which is the second most in AHSAA history behind Bayside Academy.
And another ace to win it. McGill-Toolen's your state champ.
Now let's take a quick look at the AHSAA's 67th State Cross Country Championships held at Jesse Owens Course in Oakville Indian Mounds Museum and State Park near Moulton back in early November. Big winners during the event were Savannah Williams, who's seen here crossing the finish line for her second straight Class 5A individual title, clocking in at 18:17.92 to help Lawrence County win Class 5A Girls Division. Auburn's Maxwell Hardin set a course and state meet record in the rain and mud, running 14:43.63 over the 3.1-mile course. He finished a few steps ahead of Mac Cornwell of St. Paul's Episcopal, who also bested the previous course record, running 14:56.4. Mountain Brooks girls and boys won Class 6A titles, and Providence Christian boys and girls won 4A state titles. The AHSAA State Swimming and Diving Championships were held at Auburn University at James E. Martin Aquatic Center. Here we see Huntsville High School's 200-meter medley relay team as they take home the gold in that event. Huntsville would take home the 6A, 7A State Boys Championship as well. We also see Gulf Shores swimming in a relay that they would finish in 4th place in. And Opelika's Sarah Bush winning the 50-yard freestyle with a time of 23:55. Also winning state titles were Boaz boys team, UMS Wright and Bob Jones claiming the girls' state titles. We close our fall highlights with the Super 7 Football State Championships held at Auburn University's Jordan-Hare Stadium and the Alabama, Mississippi, and North-South All-Star Football Game. Let's talk about girls flag football. For the second year in a row, girls flag football opened the Super 7 Championships. Auburn High School won this year's game 26-6 over Oxford, thanks in big part to quarterback Brooke Hallman, who finished with 224 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Christiana Ware caught 2 touchdown passes and added 2 sacks with 6 tackles on defense as Coach Allison Link's team finished the season 16-1. In the Class 1A finals, Leroy's Braden Hubner ran 270 yards and a Class 1A Super 7 record 5 touchdowns to lead the Bears to a 42-20 victory over Pickens County. Coach Jason Massey's Bears won the Blue Map Trophy for the first time since 2010. In the 2A finals, BB Comer's Kamari Harris scored on a 67-yard run on the game's opening minute, but the rest of the game was all fife as the Red Devils won the 2A crown with a 40-28 victory over the Tigers for their 6th state title since 2014. The Red Devils of Coach Paul Benefield were the only team in the state to finish unbeaten, going 15-0. Brody Hicks' 235 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns earned him MVP honors in the finals. In the Class 3A final game, St. James quarterback KJ Jackson fired 3 straight passes for touchdowns to Clint Hauser, Ziggy Holloway, and Ethan Beard in the 3rd quarter to lead the Trojans of Coach Jimmy Perry to a 45-28 come-from-behind victory to claim the school's first ever football title. His 351 yards passing performance overshadowed the efforts of Piedmont's Jack Hayes, who rushed for 214 yards and 4 touchdowns for the defending state champion Bulldogs. In the Class 4A finals, Andalusia head coach Trent Taylor was on the field as a player on December 2nd, 1977, when Andalusia won the state football title over Walter Wellborn 7-0. 45 years later to the day, he was on the field as head coach as Andalusia downed Cherokee County 28-7 to finally win the state championship again. Game MVP Dorian Crittenden led the Bulldogs with 31 rushes for 246 yards and 2 touchdowns. In the Class 5A finals, Ramsey's Ashton Ashford ran for 281 yards and 5 touchdowns to lead the Rams to the 41-20 Class 5A state championship victory over Charles Henderson. Defensive back Jermaine Foy added a 30-yard pick six to help put the game away for Coach Ronnie Jackson's team. In the Class 6A finals, sophomore wide receiver Ryan Williams accounted for 4 touchdowns as Saraland won its first state football title in school history. The 15-year-old Williams scored on runs of 61, 1, and 58 yards and caught a 24-yard touchdown pass, all in the first half as the Spartans of Coach Jeff Kelly beat Mountain Brook 38-17. In the Class 7A final game, Trent Seaborn, an 8th grader starting at quarterback, grabbed national attention, leading coach Mark Freeman's Thompson Warriors to its 4th 7A state championship in a row. He was 12 of 14, passing for 207 yards and 5 touchdowns to earn MVP honors, then promptly handed his MVP award to senior Corbin Williams in an amazing display of respect for his teammate during the post-game trophy presentation. Let's talk about the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. The Alabama All-Stars, coached by Auburn's Keith Etheridge, beat Mississippi 14-10 at Mobile in the 36th Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Classic, thanks in big part to a strong defensive effort led by future college standouts such as Thompson's Peter Woods, Gardendale's Kelby Collins, and Eufaula's Yozani Pierre. Hueytown's quarterback Earl Woods got the scoring going for the first touchdown with his pass, a big catch by Prattville's Cam Shanks. Moody's 6'5" receiver Davion Dozier sealed the victory late by going high above a defender to catch this game-winning touchdown pass thrown by Briarwood Christian's Christopher Vizina, as Alabama won its 3rd straight game in a row to improve its record to 25-11 in the 36-game history. Now on to the North-South All-Star Classic. The South All-Stars set a North-South All-Star game scoring record with a 42-7 win in the 64th game of the series, which started back in 1948. Fairhope quarterback Caden Creel got the scoring started with this touchdown pass to Trey Kimmerlin of Enterprise. South MVP Chris Pearson of Orange Beach scored on an interception and punt return in the span of a couple of minutes in the 3rd quarter to seal the win. Centerpoint's Troy Bruce took home MVP honors for the North. The South now has a 35-27-2 lead in the series, which dates back to 1948.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
Retirement planning, investment planning, education planning, ad valorem, blah, 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 blah. Financial planners love to show their version of a perfect retirement, but what about your perfect retirement? At AmFirst Financial, we'll get to know you first, so we can make a plan for the person you'll be years from now, and future you will be glad we planned ahead. So call AmFirst Financial today. You'll thank you later.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama. Because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
Mr. President, Bessemer Superhighway is backed up. What are we going to do?
Are you serious? Get me the King Boys.
King Boys Towing is the fastest growing tow and recovery company in Birmingham and surrounding areas for one reason. Our customers are our top priority. Whether your car's been in an accident, is stuck in the driveway and won't start, or you just need a tow to your preferred repair shop, give us a call. Our fleet of flatbed tow trucks will provide courteous and fast service. King Boys Towing, 205-428-3235.
As much fun as it's been to look back over the fall sports season, let's close these highlights from the current AHSAA basketball season. First, we take a look at junior guard LeBaron Phelan. The Baker High School scoring sensation is averaging just under 40 points a game for the Hornets. Baker reached the finals of the Huntsville City Classic, falling to Sparkman in the tournament championship. Phelan is rated among the top prep guards in the nation and already has scholarship offers from Alabama, Auburn, Arkansas, Kansas, Tennessee, and many others. Next, we catch up with Pinson Valley High School and guard Caleb White, who is averaging 20.1 points a game and has 32 steals this season. Pinson Valley defeated Oxford in this game 63-43 in December to remain unbeaten. On the girls' side, Jackson's Naomi Jones is garnering plenty of attention as well. The 6'3" senior is averaging a double-double this season with 11 points and 11 rebounds per game. She is also a strong passer, as seen by these assists in a recent game. We close with a look at Prattville Christian's Lady Panthers, now off to another fast start, competing in Class 4A after winning the last two Class 3A state champion basketball crowns. A big reason for that success is senior center Hannah Jones, who was named MVP as PCA won the 2022 Class 3A state volleyball title, and teammates such as Coco Thomas and Avery Rogers. Watch them in action in a recent 52-27 win over Class 6A Pelham, which improved the Panthers' record to 11-2. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this extended package of highlights. Send us your highlights each week. We would love to see your team in David Holtzford's highlights next week.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
Retirement planning, investment planning, education planning, ad valorem, blah, 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 blah. Financial planners love to show their version of a perfect retirement, but what about your perfect retirement? At AmFirst Financial, we'll get to know you first, so we can make a plan for the person you'll be years from now, and future you will be glad we planned ahead. So call AmFirst Financial today. You'll thank you later.
Welcome to Innovations in Health. I'm John DeShulo, welcoming Dr. Rick Redmond from Rick Redmond Family Dentistry, 101 South Douglas Avenue in Sylacauga. We're talking about the mini dental implant. It's 5 times less invasive, less discomfort, less healing time, less visits to the dentist, and less expensive. Dr. Redmond, show us why with a lower denture example.
With some mini dental implants, you can have that lower denture stabilized, so it will not move around, won't come out of your mouth, and it will snap into place.
And the goop that sometimes holds it in place is?
Yes, the goop is gone.
Goop is gone. So if you have a lower, odds are you have an upper, and now
Yes.
the sense of taste comes back to enjoy all the
Yes.
great barbecue and the foods we love in Alabama. Show us why.
Yes, we can take out the roof of the mouth there so you don't have gagging with that, and you get a lot better sense of taste and temperature, and you can see that snaps into place. You can smile confidently and eat the food you want to eat.
And now, if God gave us our baby set and our first set of teeth, Dr. Redmond's going to give us our third.
Yes, with more implants there, you can have a porcelain bridge that is cemented into place, and like you said, John, a third set of teeth.
And there it is, and that, folks, takes all the plastic out, and it's a permanent cemented piece. And if you have teeth in the back, those are important teeth. That's where all the nutrients, when you chew your food, you can live longer if you get a mini dental implant.
Yes, John, we'll have many patients who have partials or they're just missing teeth in the back, and you can have mini dental implants put in and crowns, porcelain crowns made to replace those missing teeth there.
Opens up your mouth again. Now, on the flippers that you used to have, those are
Yes.
gone with the single tooth option.
Yes, if you have in an accident or any other reason have a tooth missing in the front, we can use the mini dental implant to place the implant in there and have a porcelain crown that is cemented into place there.
Made in America products. Dr. Rick Redmond from Rick Redmond Family Dentistry. Give them a call at 256-900-1621.